The year 2024 has been described by prophets and even the Bible as a time filled with challenges and difficulties where humanity will face countless fears and uncertainties. The future ahead seems to be laden with challenges and darkness, but what exactly has the Bible predicted about this looming gloom? Is the world rapidly moving towards its end? Let's explore 10 prophecies that are soon to be fulfilled. The last pope. There were prophecies that predicted only one more pope after Benedict XVI. In 1139, Saint Malachy, an Irish priest, embarked on a pilgrimage to Rome. Upon seeing the eternal city, he fell to the ground and began murmuring Latin verses, each signifying the future destiny of the popes. His words were suppressed by the Roman Catholic Church for over 300 years, yet to this day, 90% of the saints' prophecies have come true, unfolding in chronological sequence. Saint Malachy's prophecy is a list of 112 cryptic Latin phrases describing the future popes, beginning with Pope Celestine II. The prophecy ties the next-to-last motto on the list to the now-retired Pope Benedict XVI. For the 112th and current Pope Francis, the prophecy is far more chilling. Saint Malachy predicted that there would be only one more pope after Benedict, and during his reign, the end of the world would come. Malachy's final prediction reads, "In the final persecution of the Holy Roman Church, there will reign Peter the Roman, who will feed his flock amid many tribulations, after which the seven-hilled city will be destroyed, and the dreadful judge will judge the people." The end. Pope Benedict XVI was the 111th pope, according to St. Malachy's count, which makes Pope Francis the 112th. This prophecy suggests that during the last papacy, God would judge his pope in the city of Seven Hills, which is Rome. The Bible also prophesies the destruction of Rome, the city of Seven Hills, in Revelation 17, where it speaks of the destruction of Babylon, seated on 7 mountains. This destruction is foretold to take place at the end of the Great Tribulation, coinciding with the Battle of Armageddon. Furthermore, the Bible predicts that the pope in office at this time will form an alliance with the Antichrist and become the prophesied false prophet. Interestingly, many Catholic prophecy books also speak of an evil pope who will be the last pope. As for Pope Benedict XVI, the prophecy referred to him as Gloria Olivae, meaning the glory of the olive. The Order of Saint Benedict is also known as the Olivetans, which many believe confirms Malachy's prophecies. The next and final pope, according to the prophecy, should be Peter Romanus. So, could Pope Francis, the 112th pope, be the last pope? Will he be the false prophet and evil pope mentioned in Catholic prophecies? It's intriguing to note that Vatican means hill of the fortune tellers and soothsayers. The Irish seer of the 12th century has said it will be so. Time will tell. Vladimir Putin. Lord of the world? A quick question. Do you know how long Vladimir Putin has been at the helm of Russia? Share your thoughts if you have the answer. This powerful man has led Russia for more than 2 decades and turned the country into one of the giants of humanity. In 1999, when then-Russian President Boris Yeltsin appointed him as prime minister, Putin was still a relatively unknown figure to the vast majority of Russia. However, within just a year after Yeltsin resigned and Putin assumed the presidency, Russia witnessed a style of decisive leadership that restored stability after years of turmoil. Over time, Putin seemed to become Russia's ultimate shield. In the recent presidential election in March, with an overwhelming majority of votes, Putin once again remained in the Kremlin, even amidst Russia facing numerous sanctions and Western isolation efforts. This result demonstrates the significant support the people have for President Putin, placing their trust in him despite the challenges facing the country. For Putin, this outcome grants him another 6 years leading the vast country of Russia. It seems that the controversies surrounding Putin have not diminished his influence on Russia, in particular, and the world in general. This also leads us to the second prophecy that I am about to reveal regarding an unexpected royal king. Recent speculation has surfaced regarding predictions made by the 16th century astrologer Nostradamus, suggesting a tumultuous future for Britain's King Charles in 2024 after his cancer diagnosis, which was discovered when he was undergoing treatment for an enlarged prostate. Royal observers have speculated that King Charles might step down, either voluntarily or due to pressure related to his health. The revelation of King Charles's cancer diagnosis has left many questions unanswered, with Buckingham Palace withholding details regarding the cancer type and stage. This lack of transparency has fueled both concern and speculation about the monarch's health and the potential implications for the British monarchy. In his renowned work, Prophecies, Nostradamus seemingly forecasted the monarch's downfall, including potential abdication or forced removal. Nostradamus predicted the potential abdication of a king and the rise of an unexpected successor, which now seems to echo the current situation involving King Charles and Prince Harry. The ancient prophet said the King of the Isles would be driven out by force and replaced by one who will have no mark of a king. Before that, he accurately predicted, "If those days had not been cut short, no one would survive. But for the sake of the elect, those days will be shortened." Matthew 24:22. This verse highlights a critical aspect of Jesus Christ's message: the coming kingdom of God. The word gospel translates to good news, and despite some prophecies regarding the trials before this kingdom's establishment, the central focus remains the good news of God's kingdom. Matthew 24:22 underscores that without Christ's intervention, humanity would face extinction. This is especially pertinent in the modern era, where for just over 50 years humanity has possessed the means for self-annihilation, starting when the United States and the Soviet Union developed and stockpiled hydrogen bombs, leading to the doctrine of mutually assured destruction. Initially, there were only 3 nuclear powers, but by the mid-1960s, France and China had joined the nuclear club. Today, at least 8 nations possess nuclear warheads, and the number could grow with a nuclear arms race in the Middle East. The more nuclear powers exist, the higher the risk of their use for malevolent purposes. Concurrently, Russia and China are assertively expanding their military capabilities, raising fears of a return to Cold War tensions. The good news, amidst these challenges, is that Christians are assured of Christ's return, which will prevent humanity's annihilation. This prophecy could only be realized once mankind had the capability for self-destruction through weapons of mass destruction. The world is currently experiencing significant upheaval, and in his 1555 prophecies, Nostradamus also mentioned a series of global troubles in 2024. These include increased conflicts, geopolitical tensions, maritime wars, issues with the royal family, and a major humanitarian disaster. However, the greatest threat humanity may face in 2024 is likely to be from nature, with a series of climate disasters predicted that could endanger human life. Nostradamus wrote, "The dry earth will become drier, and suddenly a great flood will come." This verse suggests that the already severe climate situation will worsen, with extreme weather events like record heat, wildfires, droughts, and storms becoming more frequent and intense. Global warming is a significant contemporary issue. While the Bible does not specifically address climate change or global warming, it does speak of a time when the world will be consumed by fire. This could be seen as a metaphor for the increasingly alarming state of our planet. As 2 Peter 3:10 states, "But the day of the Lord will come like a thief. The heavens will disappear with a roar, the elements will be destroyed by fire, and the earth and everything done in it will be laid bare." Ultimately, God will erase this current universe and replace it with new heavens and a new earth. In light of this, we must consider how much effort should be invested in saving a planet that God will eventually renew, with the future earth far surpassing the current one in beauty and wonder. Nostradamus' prophecy aligns with scientific warnings about climate change expected in 2024. The U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, has recently indicated that there is a 1/3 chance that 2024 will be even hotter than 2023, with a 99% probability that it will rank among the 5 hottest years on record. The Lord was crucified, and then those from the peoples, tribes, tongues, and nations will see their dead bodies for 3.5 days, and will not allow their bodies to be put into graves. Those who dwell on the earth will rejoice over them, make merry, and send gifts to one another because these 2 prophets tormented those who dwell on the earth. Note that people across the globe will be able to see their dead bodies during the 3.5 days they lie on display. in Jerusalem. This was not possible before the advent of satellite television, portable communication devices, and the internet. Only in the last few years has it become possible for this prophecy to be fulfilled. It still lies in the future, but now it is clearly possible. 2. Peter 3:10 informs us, "But the day of the Lord will come like a thief. The heavens will disappear with a roar. The elements will be destroyed by fire, and the earth and everything done in it will be laid bare." God will one day erase this current universe and replace it with a new heaven and a new earth. How much effort should be made to save a planet that God is eventually going to obliterate and replace with one so amazing and wonderful that the current earth pales in comparison? Nostradamus' prophecy also coincides with scientific warnings about climate change occurring in 2024. The U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration recently stated there is a 1/3 chance that 2024 will be even hotter than 2023, and a 99% chance that 2024 will be among the 5 hottest years on record. This prediction is based on the impact of climate change due to human burning of fossil fuels, combined with the El Niño climate pattern emerging in the second half of 2023. These factors have contributed to a series of harsh phenomena, including snowstorms in North America, volcanic eruptions in Iceland, dense fog, and cold waves causing temperatures to drop sharply in India. These events illustrate the severity of the challenges the world is currently facing